Poise and Power. Part 2. Poise may be defined as peace and power combined, a state of being wherein you feel perfectly serene and exceedingly strong at the same time. Why peace and power must combine in the formation of poise is very evident when we realize that all disturbed action of power means loss of power. The mere act of being quiet, however, is not sufficient to prevent the loss of power. A quiet person is not any stronger than a restless or strenuous person. The fact that both peace and power may exist in the system at the same time does not prove that the person has poise, nor that any power is being saved. To acquire poise, peace and power must combine in consciousness, and not simply exist side by side. A person may undertake to live the serene life, and may become so quiet in mind that a large number of the faculties become dormant. During all this time, enormous energies are being generated in his system, but his peace has not been united with his power. Therefore, the power is lost. Power is saved and poise attained only when the energies of the system work in a state of calm. It will therefore be seen that practically all the mental and physical actions of the average person are wasteful. Even the three most valuable actions of mind in the formation of advancement scatter forces to an extent that is startling. These three are ambition, enthusiasm, and determination. All indispensable, but most detrimental as ordinarily employed. The ambition that is not calm produces a stir in the mind by a letting loose of mighty forces. A sudden determination to do something remarkable is usually a similar phenomena, and is followed by reactions of, "What's the use?" Periodical outbursts of enthusiasm belong in the same category, simply another way of getting rid of energy that we don't know how to hold nor employ. When the natural enthusiast acquires poise and learns how to use his powers constructively, he will become a genius. All forms of nervous feeling and nervous action indicate a lack of poise, and are therefore channels through which a great deal of energy is lost. That phase of joy, which is usually called ecstasy, is another channel through which energy slips away, and the fact that practically all emotional minds run frequently into ecstasy makes the matter serious indeed. That we should lose energy by being happy may not be pleasant to think of, but since ecstasy is not true happiness, we are far better off without it. All forms of passion and nearly all ordinary expressions of love waste energy to a great degree. Another fact that may not seem altogether pleasant, but since no action of mind is true unless it is in poise, we do not love with true love unless we love in poise. When we learn to love in poise, we shall never return to the old, semi-insane, wasteful method, with its shallow, fleeting joys and its pangs of misery and despair. When we love in poise, there is neither pain nor disappointment, and the joys are as deep as life itself. To desire in the present those things which we cannot gain possession of in the present is a cause of waste and loss that is practically without an equal. The reason is readily understood when we learn how universal is the habit of desiring what we cannot get. Why this habit wastes energy is due to the fact that whenever we desire anything, a great deal of force rushes to that organ in the body, or that faculty of the mind that would be gratified should the desire be granted. When the desire is not granted, all this energy finds itself on a fool's errand. There is nothing to act upon, and if the mind does not know how to transmute those energies and call them back into use elsewhere, they are lost. The habit of desiring what we cannot get must not be confounded with aspiration, or the desire for constant improvement, because in the latter we are daily working up towards the goal in view, while in the former we simply desire, doing nothing to reach what lies beyond. There is only one true course for desire, and that is the constant improvement of yourself, Such an attitude of mind gives all the energies of the system something to work for now, and the energies that are put to work are never lost. As the individual improves himself, better and better things will constantly come to him of themselves. He will not have to desire better things, he will daily attract better things, because he is daily becoming better. End of Poise and Power. Part 2.